L.A.Noire 実況、続きをやっていきましょう。裸の街、ザ・ネイキッドシティ。
Homicide wants you over there. The coroner thinks the broad was whacked using the army morphine. Don't
軍用モ
say
ルヒネで
anything,
殺され
Roy.
た。
Just get over there.
また麻薬絡みの事件ということだね。
What's with that getup of yours anyway? I should start introducing us as Detective Earl, and this is my science teacher, Mr.
俺のこと
Phelps.
か。
Your interest in my appearance is starting to get me worrying.
Like it or not, we're a dysfunctional couple now. People judge me with you on my arm same way they would a fat broad with a 5 o'clock shadow.
I really hope you're joking, Roy.
センスが悪いとけなされてるな。相棒の車こっちか。これだね。よし。でまずちょっと今回の事件を確認しよう。ミラーダアベニューにある、死んだ女性のアパートに向かった。盗難された軍用モルヒネと関連している疑いなので、風紀犯罪課のを出ました。死因があまりにも怪しくて、カラザースが過剰摂取や自殺を否定しているそうだ。彼の判断を信用し、俺たちの到着までに殺人家を引き止めてくれることを祈る。単なる中毒で死んだというよりかは、殺人の疑いがあると。そういう事件なんだね。よし、じゃあその、被害者と思われる死んだ女性の家に。
We recovered the morphine. Some of it might be unaccounted for, so what? That's life. We did our job.
Closing one case opens another.
Do you have any idea what is really going on while we're wasting our time following this stuff?
Are you going to tell me?
The deals being done right now will change the face of L.A. forever, and we're wasting our time on some hump.
Someone's little girl.
Visit the morgue at the end of the month when the John and Jane Does are cremated. Their percentages. The odds for...
ごめん。
All units, officers need help. Hollywood and Highland. Hollywood and Highland officers need help. 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
無線は無視して。
Look where you're
ストーリ
going!
ーを進めます。いやーでも毎度のことながら、ちょっと無線対応する回をちょっとどこかで設けたいね。あれもなかなか面白い事件多いからね。殺人現場。女性のアパートだね、ここが。2階だね。いいところだね。おしゃれ。こんなシャンデリアええな。うちにも欲しいわ。はあ。おしゃれやな。2階の6番奥って言ってたっけ。これか。
Bukowski, you made homicide.
That I did.
交通課の時の相棒か。おっさんもいるのか。製造驚いだ。
26 years old, fashion model. Found in the tub
ファ
by
ッ
the
ション
cleaning
モデル
lady,
が被
Mrs.
害者。
Reynolds. She called it in.
We heard
発
Carruthers
見者
thinks
は家
Brothers
政婦
likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the tub. Rest in peace. Case closed.
Here, here. Mal is 100% that it's murder.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Sure. Go right ahead.
よし、行ってみよう。ファッションモデルだからこれだけいい家に住んでるんだね。奥から行こう。わら。屏風。いいじゃない。 いいセンスしてる
Quality
ね。
English smoking jacket. I don't know anyone
高
under
級なジャ
45
ケ
would wear
ット。
one.
男性用ジャケットなのか。被害者以外に別の男が日常的に出入りをしていた可能性がありそうだな。なんだこれは。
Looks like
睡
barbiturates.
眠薬。大量の睡眠薬が床にばらまかれてる。これも事件と関係がありそうだね。これはさすがに。
Barbiturates.
睡眠薬。
What else is rattling around in this thing?
まだ調べられたか。毎日飲んでるのかな、寝る前に。おっと。はいはいはい。処方箋なのかな。ストーンマン博士。
We should speak to her doctor. Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster.
いいんじゃないか。じゃあ、あとは被害者を見てみようか。
Phelps?
Mal, we've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, the
浴槽に
water
入った
would
時点で
enter
生き
her
てい
lungs.
た。
The water is
生き
violently
ていた場合、
churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning. Notice anything about our Vic?
May I took a look?
Be my guest.
首にあざがあるな。
Take a closer look at her head and neck.
Her neck is bruised pretty badly.
締められたのかな。不自然なあざだもんな、これは。手にもあざがある。
Very unusual ring.
Could be wrong, but it looks like a black
黒サ
sapphire.
ファイア。相当なお金持ちだったんだね、きっと。手のあざは特に何も反応しないな。こっち側にもあるぞ。
Bruising on the forearms and
噛まれたとか。
look like bite marks.
Very good. The eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down, and another held her arm and injected her.
なるほ
Put her
ど。
in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
And spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the syrettes. It would make my theory.
And morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought syrettes and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
モルヒネを使って殺す。殺したと。で、浴槽で溺死してるように思わせるために二人がかりで犯行に及んだと。そういうことなんだね。これはさすがに関係ないな。そうか、使用人がいるのか。美人だね。これが被害者か。3つ並んでる。
This is all top end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look.
まだ調べられたか。ここにはさすがに何もない。どれか裏に何か書いてある写真があるのかな。
Modeling assignment.
お、 ダッシーヌ。ダッシーヌ要塞。行ってみる価値はありそうだな。彼女が着ていた服屋さん。服の服屋さん。ということだね、きっと。
Beautiful girl. Clothes certainly aren't from the Sears catalog.
今の裁縫店で作ってたんだろうね。まあ、彼女の素性がそれで分かりそうだね。
I'm Detective Phelps. I'm here to try and help Julia.
話を聞いてみよう。
Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldsson, I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing. Someone. I should call.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? Who else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact.
ミスター・ヘンダーソン、何者なんだろう。被害者の精神状
Was
態。
Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
特に落ち込んだ様子はなかったと。一発反証してみようか。
What are you hiding here, Mrs. Reynoldsson? Julia was obviously disturbed about something.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
睡眠薬飲んでたっていうところでいいかな。
She was taking barbiturates. She couldn't sleep. You must have seen them in her room.
You've seen the pillbox, the things she hid in there.
おー。
I don't know how she supported herself. Always new clothes and jewelry.
ああ、散財してたんだね。
A princess.
はあ、
Does modeling
金
really
遣
pay
い
that
が
much?
荒かったのか、別で何かこう、収入源があったのかな。被害者の私生活。
Did Miss Randall have many friends visit?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
あんまり来ないからわからんと。疑ってみよう。
Men friends, Mrs. Reynoldsson. Spill it.
I will not spread gossip about Miss Julia. She was very nice to me.
I don't care if she was the Virgin Mary's sister. Who was she humping? You change
教
the
えてくれ
sheets.
よ。
You're disgusting. If you're going to take that tone, I won't answer any more questions.
くぅ。被害者との
What
関
was it
係。
like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
全く問題はなかった。疑おうかな。
Mrs. Reynoldsson, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very high-strung. Lovely
ピリ
one
ピリ
moment
した
and
人だ
screaming
っ
at you the next.
た。使
She
用
wanted
人
it
には
all.
厳
She
しかっ
wanted it
たんだ
damn
ね、
quick.
被害者は。
Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it. Not the way it's turned out, though, is it?
Thanks, Mrs. Reynoldsson. You've been very helpful. One of the other detectives will take your statement, and then you can go home.
なんとなく人となりが見えてきた気がするね。よし、一旦整理をしよう。バージニア・レイノルドソン。これが今の人だね。家政婦。ドクターン・ストーンマン。これが処方箋を打った医師。で、ジュリア・ランドール。これが今の被害者だね。で、ミスター・ヘンダーソン。これがまあ、恋愛相手。あのジャケットの持ち主だろうな。で、モルヒネの過剰投与。自殺。で、ジャケット、睡眠薬。ベンゼドリン。ベンゼドリン。睡眠薬とは別なのかな、ベンゼドリンっていうのは。で、モルヒネも死亡時に過剰摂取されたと。まだこの家でやり残したことがあるのかな。
Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the jacket?
よし、ジャケットの調査は任せよう。
called it right?
He rarely gets it wrong.
I don't know. I'm a Galloway. I've met enough girls in my time who can't handle their dope.
他殺か自殺か意見が分かれてるな。診療所に行ってみようか。
You're behind the wheel.
運転してくれ。
Bukowski, Galloway, quite the little reunion in there.
確かに同窓会、もうエンディングを迎えそうな、
How would you know?
そんな展開
You
や
got
な。
promoted so fast you barely had time to learn their names. Let me fill you in. Bukowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both of them.
Please. They couldn't work a vice case if their life depended on it.
I don't see why they'd be any better or worse at it than me.
I noticed you said better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you think?
Why do you always twist everything? Galloway's got nothing to prove. He's been on homicide for years.
And he's welcome to it. You're a terrier, Phelps, and that's what I need. Not some old bulldog who can't get up a flight of stairs without coughing up his lunch.
やっぱり相棒は相当できるやつなんだろうね。だからこそ他の警察官をまあ下に見ているような発言をしちゃうんだろうね。さあ、処方箋について聞いてみようかな。はあ。大きいなぁ。5階、ドクター・ストーンマン。
Here, Stoneman, office 505.
オッケー。ここは雑居ビルみたいなところなのかな。
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
これか。
Yes, sir. Your name?
L.A.P.D. We'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen from the L.A.P.D. here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've left.
よし。行ってみよう。すまんね。
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
よし、勝負だ。
How well did you know Ms. Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only
6
been
ヶ
a
月、
patient
半
6
年前
months
から
or so.
通院してたと。ほう。それで
She was disturbed, though.
Well, not in the conventional sense. She
不
had
眠
trouble
症
sleeping.
だった。あれ、間違えたか。追加処
You
方。
wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her
まあ、
weight.
体重を減らしたいと言ってきた。それで
She didn't appear to have a weight problem.
She had a self-esteem problem. Miss Randall felt her only control over her life was through her
ああ、
appearance.
失敗かな。
That'll be all for now, Dr. Stoneman. We'll be in touch.
全然あかん。すんなり話してくれるおっさんかなと思ったけど。こいつ、全然言うこと聞かへんやんけ。こいつ。どうしたもんかね。
This doesn't pertain to the case.
まあ、この辺のものは関係ないやな、さすがに。いやー、どうしたもんかね。ドクターストーンマン。いやー、きっと何かを知ってたんだと思うけどな、こいつ。失敗したな。すまんね。邪魔したね。要塞店行くか。そうだよな。嘘ついてるよな。本当に死んでほっとするんだから相当厄介な何かにあの女性は関わってたんだろうな。要塞店に行こうか。
Can you drive to this one?
電してくれ。
Have you noticed how Croakers only pull out the physician-patient privilege card when they got something to hide?
There are certain things people have a right to keep private.
Until it gets in the way of police work. And it's only private when it suits them. A couple of drinks and every doctor I've met will spill your darkest secrets in a heartbeat.
どうだろうね。要塞店に行けば、何か彼女の悩みや、扱っていた、こう、事件の真相が、こう、見えてくるのかな。おしゃれなとこだね。
Well, hello. What can I help you with today?
LAPD, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go.
ここで働いてたけど辞めた。
She was found dead this morning.
ここで働いてたのか。
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
それで
Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
そんなこともあるんだな。
Did she have any close friends here?
Actually, yes.
ヘザー・スワンソン。おー、仲のいい同僚がいたんだね。
Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer. Heather, these gentlemen are from the L.A.P.D.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with
おしゃれな
Julia
服着てるじゃない
Randall,
か、
Miss
この
Swanson.
子も。
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here.
仕事紹介してくれたのが被害者
She's a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, wonderful company.
おー。
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to
I'm
me.
very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look?
被害者がつけてた指輪と何か関係があるの
That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune.
真珠の指輪。
How did you meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiancé,
婚
Henry
約者の
Arnett.
ヘンリー・アーネットを通じて紹介されました。そ
Henry
れ
is
で
your beau. Tell us about it.
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business. He and Julia have been friends for years.
ジュリアと長年の友人だと。なるほどね。
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
知らないようだな。
She was wearing a sapphire engagement ring. Someone must have given it to her.
She never mentioned a man named Henderson to me.
That's all for now, Miss Swanson. Could you ask your fiancé to visit Hollywood Police Station? It would be very helpful to our inquiry.
Now, wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
言っちゃうんだ。
Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
そりゃ落ち込むよな。真珠の指輪。これを被害者がプレゼントしたっていうことなんだろうね、きっと。ランドールの家に戻るか、電話をするかやな。まず電話からかな。
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Yes, Detective. The coroner's been
検
asking
視
to
官
speak to you. I can connect the
なんだ
call
ろ
if you
う
like.
何か発見したかな
Please, thank you. Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
オーケ
Sure
ー
thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
よーし 対アンチ上なんか久しぶりな気がするな。
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Do we know where we're going?
Nice move not telling old Sweet Lips in there about her friend taking the big jump till we were half out the door.
褒めてるの
Very
か
slick.
I figured we'd get more out of her that way.
You're learning, Phelps. We'll make a vice cop out of you
まあ
yet.
素直に喜んでおこうかな。先ほどは、なんだろう。まあ、外傷というか、まあ、首を絞められた跡であったり、押さえつけられた跡があったというのは分かっていたけど、また新しい何かこう、証拠が遺体から見つかったのかな？
Cole, Roy, I have some information for you.
二人いる？
You're the only person enjoying this, Mal. Get on with it.
The bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers. Death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something
よ
else
し、
to show
殺
you.
人で確定と。
All right,
で、
Mal,
こ
what
ちらの
gives?
人
Dead
は、
guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career
ジミー・
burglar.
ルブラ
Came
ン、
in this
窃
morning.
盗の常
Someone
習
stove
犯。
his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what?
ああ、
Good
こいつも
riddance.
殺
I
人。
found 2 Syrettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening now.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
お、
So you're saying Laughing Boy here
そう
could
だ
be
よ
one of
な。
our
殺
killers?
人犯の片割れって
That's
こ
a
と
hell
だ
of
よ
a long
な。
shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
はあ、無残だね。はあ、ひでえな。で、これが
Sorry, I don't play.
I don't know if it's significant.
ハーモニカとモルヒネ。
The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and the morphine. Carruthers. Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over. They have a guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you get on.
アーネットか。
Thanks for the lead.
Sure, Mal. Thanks for the lead.
嫌味を言わんで。ヘンリー・アーネットを尋問する。ヘザー・スワンソンの婚約者、ジュリア・ランドールの友人。さっきのお店の女の子の婚約者っていうことだね。ヘザー・スワンソンとかね。よしよしよし。あ、で、今の、ジミー・ルブラン。こいつに関しては情報があまりないな。ただ、角材で殺されたというだけか。まだちょっと、いまいち真相が見えてこないな。ちょっと待てよ。まだ何か、ここにも謎が残されているのかな。また来るということでいいのかな。まあ、特に何もないな。また来まーす。
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
あれ、ハリウッド警察署ってどこだっけ？隣か？ああ、これか。
Arnett is in interview too, Phelps. Go
インタビュ
help
ー
him
2
get whatever
か。
it is off his chest.
どこだっけな。あっちの奥か。あ、入ってくる入り口が変わると、もうどこやったか全然分からへんな。あれ？インタビュールーム2。インタビュールーム2。これか。
Mr. Arnett, I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. Thanks for coming in.
よーし、アーネットさん。話を聞かせてください。
It's the least I could do. Terrible news about Julia.
被害者
How
と
well
の
did you
関
know
係。
Julia Randall? Vaguely. I'm in the clothing
あ
business.
あ、
Julia occasionally.
服作ったりしてたのかな。うん。
And you were close? We were friends.
友人。
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
うん、知らないというのか。ちょっと釜かけてみようか。
Henry, I don't like when people lie to me. She was seeing a man named Henderson. You know who I'm talking about.
Easy on, Detective. I may have heard of Henderson, but I don't know his full name. I think he's from New York or someplace back east.
はあ。いやー、ジャケット厳しいな。ジャケット厳しいよな。
If that's all, Heather's distraught. I probably need to get home.
You're off the hook. For now.
疑う。
Spill it, Henry. You know nothing about a man named Henderson?
Yes, you're right. Henderson, yeah. Very distinguished.
How about a first name, wise guy? An address, maybe?
I'm sorry, I don't. I think he lives somewhere out of town. Somewhere back east.
くー。窃盗犯ルブラン。
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or something?
釜かけてみようか。
I think you're lying. I think Randall was a high-priced hooker, and this Henderson character didn't want it to come out that he had been seeing her. I think he had LeBlanc and an accomplice bump her off. I think you know who Henderson is, and you're trying to conceal his identity.
I think you've been out in the sun too long without your hat. Prove that I know who Henderson is.
こいつとヘンダーソンとのつながりが一切わからないんだよな。
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out.
疑う。
So you wouldn't have any reason to believe that LeBlanc would be involved in Julie Randall's murder?
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved. But like I said, I've never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
ヘンリー・アーネット。社長か。
Some kind of traveling salesman?
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure. I'm proud of it. Fighting 6th.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
Various companies. We had a lot of casualties.
Which engagements?
Okinawa. A couple of other places.
That will be all for now.
本当か？
You've been very helpful.
怪しいな。
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl.
まあ、事件について知ってそうだね、こいつは。尾行をこれからしようということだね。
Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
よし。尾行の時間だ。
He's in that car at the lights.
はいはいはい。
He was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't. Are you trying to blow our cover?
ごめんごめん。難しいな。毎回一度目はミスをしてしまうな。
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
さあ行きますか。
He's in that car at the lights.
He was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
God damn it. Everyone's looking at us, Cole.
Yeah.
I'd have expected a cad like Arnett to be a better liar.
いいんじゃないか。信号待ちの間はこれでいいのかな。未だによく正解がわからん。いったね。右。
Where are you taking us, Henry?
どこへ向かってるんだろうね。
That idiot never stepped foot in Okinawa.
戦争行ってないのに行ったっていうようなやつはまあムカつくよな。止まった。よしよし。尾行は成功だ。お店かな。 雑貨屋か？質屋か。
Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him. See how he intends to spend the money. Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Oh. Oh, しバレてないバレてない。
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
いいぞ。
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
渡るか？渡ったね。ああ、ギリギリバレてない。よかったよかった。
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
危ない。バレたか。一個先に歩いてる青いジャケットのやつかとちょっと見間違えちゃったな。思ったより近かった。ああ、また最初からか。尾行が難しいなこのゲームは。
He needs money and fast.
どこへ向かうというんだ。
I'll stick with him. See how he intends to spend the money. Too much slack.
車止めて随分歩いていくよな。
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
危ない、見られてないか。あ、見られたか。チーン。もうちょっとちゃんと頭使ってやらないとダメだな。よし。安全第一で行こう。
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him. See how he intends to spend the money.
まあ、この先に真犯人がいると考えればむやみやたらなことはできないからな。しばらく客のふりしてればいけるかな。ゴー。ああ、いいぞ。渡ったね。 危ない。よし、椅子に座ろう。あ、もう曲がってやがる、曲がってやがる。急がねば。
Move in. Can't risk losing.
お、よーしよしよしよし。何屋さんだここは。旅行会社か何かかな。
That's right, Mexico City. One-way ticket, please. Next available
メ
seat.
キシコシ
That
テ
would
ィ。
be 1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be.
逃げようとしてるようにしか見えないな。
L.A.P.D. The man who just came in here. He bought a ticket?
Yes, sir. To Mexico City tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
What have you got?
He bought a ticket from Mexico City. Tomorrow night.
That's good. But this is better.
何か見つけたのか。
Oh my god. It's Fabergé.
シガレット
Should have
ケ
seen
ー
the
ス。
look on the pawnbroker's face when I told him to hand it over. The guy who owned the joint thought it was worth at least 10 large. For a
ほう、
cigarette case.
1万ドルの価値が
Arnett
ある。
only got 600 clams.
親愛なるヒバリーへ。愛と忠実か。シガレットケース。まあ、この柄だし女性ものだよな。被害者の持ち物だったとか、そういう可能性は、まあありそうだが、どうなんだろうな。一旦ちょっと電話がしたいね。何か伝言があるかもしれない。電話。あれ電話。あ、これか。
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
教えてくれ。
Phelps, badge 1247.
殺人犯の片割れの素性を聞くのかな。
Messages, please.
Yes, Detective. Detectives Bukowski and Galloway request you return to the Hollywood station.
ああ、もう戻れ
They
と。
have information in the Julia Randall case.
Any luck with the arrest record check on Jimmy LeBlanc?
Yes, Detective. Jimmy LeBlanc's last
フレ
arresting
ッド・ワリ
officer
ス
was
巡
patrolman
査。
Fred Wallace. He's posted the Hollywood 9th Street Sunset Boulevard between Gordon and Wilcox.
Thank you.
ワリス巡査に会わなきゃいけないと。よし。戻れと言われていて、巡査のところに行かないと。これ住居が残ってるんだよな。まだ残された謎があるっちゅうことなんだけど、それが何なのかちょっとまだよくわかってないな。
Can you drive to this one?
運転してくれ。
A one-way ticket to Mexico. Old Henry's looking as guilty as a dog next to a pile of dog shit.
What's his motive?
I can think of a few, but I'd put my money south of the belt. One guy plus 2 dames always equals problems.
Oh, なんだ。
Come on, let's give him a hand. Right behind you, Wallace.
そういうことか。
Detective Phelps.
手を貸さなきゃいけないのか。
Wallace, go left. I'm going right after this little prick in the alley.
よし。ああ、いい。よーし、待ってろよ。結構人数いるな。どこにいる？よーし。銃撃戦はお手の物よ。
Thanks. Outstanding warrant, armed robbery. Knocked over a drugstore back there, and it
武装
looks like
強
he
盗だ
brought
っ
his
たの
whole
か。
posse with him. Bad luck for them.
They're all yours now. We need some information. Ever heard of a burglar goes by the name of Jimmy LeBlanc?
Sure. We nabbed Jimmy on a burglary beef a couple of years back. They cut through a music shop and into a jewelry store. He got 4 years. I miss his partner, though.
His partner?
Big guy. I had him cornered, and he picked up this huge display case and threw it out a plate glass window. Then he vaulted out of there like something out of Barnum and Bailey.
Got away.
I would have had him, except for LeBlanc yelling, "Run for it, Willie!"
Really?
You think he was an acrobat of some sort?
More like a strongman, a wrestler, or a boxer, that kind of thing.
Thanks.
なるほど。大男が
You haven't done too
相
badly
棒だったん
yourself.
だな。そいつがこの事件の犯人かな。ウィリー。一旦ちょっと住居に先に寄ってから行こうか。まだ何かあるのかもしれないし。
You can drive.
You're suggesting LeBlanc is still working with Willie?
A strong man held down Randall while someone administered the morphine. Someone with muscle opened up LeBlanc's skull. Could be.
そうだよな。殺人犯の片割りが死んだ死体も、もう頭めちゃめちゃにされてたからな。相当な大男がやったっていう可能性は高いな。こっちか。なんだろうな。何か謎を見落としてるだけかな。こんなのは関係ないし。こんなのももう触るまではないな。なぜ消えずに残ったままだったのか。何かを見落としているからだと思ってたんだが。時間の無駄だったようやな。警察署に向かいましょう。マンション自体に何か、まあ別の要素があるっていうのは、考えられないか。
I haven't seen much, Detective. The suit's waiting upstairs can give you the story.
これは最初からずっといるやつなのかな。 入ったら音楽が変わるんだよな。現時点ではまあ、関係ないか。また戻るとしよう。よし、警察署に戻ろ
う。You're behind the wheel.
運転してくれ。なんだ、交通課の時の相棒には、社長の素性を調べてもらってたよな、確か。また別の何か証拠が見つかったかな。
He worked burglaries with a big guy, goes by the name of Willie. He might be our killer. Can you work boxing gyms, the Y, promoters, that kind of stuff?
Since when have you started giving orders, Phelps? And where's the burglary angle? There was no sign of a...
That's where our net comes in. Next stop, we speak to Lacey about a list of recent burglaries.
The guy's a bum. His office is a front, and he's behind on the rent and his phone bill.
And he's skipping town tomorrow.
Let's get him in and beat it out of him.
Do you want to bring in the killer, Rusty?
You can be too smart for your own good, Phelps. We've been talking about that, haven't we, Roy? Stefan?
Finbar?
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you. Here you go.
Thanks.
Yosh.
Is the cigarette case on there?
シガレットケース。お、ゴールドシガレットケース。
It's here. Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud.
Purple ring.
Even the engagement ring was purloined. Arnett is a cad.
なるほどね。あとなんかあったかな。あ、これだ。
Julia Randall's ring. It's here.
イブストロム夫人。この人が盗まれた被害者か。ここにも行ってみないといけないわけだね。イブストロムさんのところに。これで押し入ったやつがどんなやつだったか聞ければ、もう一人の大男の素性も分かってくるんじゃないかということかな。それならもう早く行こう。
You can drive.
相棒。ああ、来た来た。
So you and Rusty have been having discussions. Anything you would like to tell me, partner?
Phelps, don't be so touchy. Rusty had his best ever clearance rate working with you. Even if the cases he worked on can't be discussed. We were just comparing notes. You're a Booneroo case man, Phelps. One of the best I've ever seen.
Thanks.
いやー、随分評価が高いね。
You gotta learn to take a compliment, Phelps.
おー、立派な豪邸だ。イブストロム邸。これは確かに泥棒入るよな。
L.A.P.D., ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
I am Mrs. Eavestrom. How may I help you?
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions, if you don't mind.
Why would I mind, young man? If you are returning 43 pieces of my property.
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks. Straight
そんな
up.
盗まれたのか。
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please?
よし、話を伺おう
Can you describe to
か。
us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, detective.
王冠。
A priceless
普通の家にあるような
tiara
ものじゃない
that has
な。
been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth
あ、シガレットケース。
$25,000.
25,000ドルじゃないか。そんなするんか。反証。
Why are you lying about the value of your jewelry, Mrs. Eavestrom?
Who do you think you are?
これはミスだ
Heinous
ね。
accusations
さ
in
すが
my
に
own
ね。
home.
さすがにこれは違うよね。いけるかな。ただ挑発とも取れるけど、どうだろうな。予想価格1万ドルって言ってたけど、行ってみようか。
We recovered the cigarette case from a pawnbroker. No one knows the real value of an item better than those guys.
I inflated its value for the
ああ、保
insurance
険金のために水増ししてた。
Are you satisfied?
ああ、お前も悪いやつやな。
My daughter's boyfriend was quite taken with the case.
娘の
I
恋
think he
人。
was even more disappointed than I was when it was stolen.
窃盗事件の報告。
What can you tell us about the burglary?
A terrible night. At least a year
1年以上
ago.
前。
But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
まあいい。
Were you in the house when the burglary took place?
Good heavens, no. I was at a
Harold
social
Stoneman.
function held by a Dr. Harold Stoneman and his lovely wife. I returned home and
お
all
ー、あ
of my
の医
things
者
were missing.
も。
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eavestrom. The department will get in touch and let you know how you can recover your valuables.
You've only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother. Hello, detectives.
あら、
What is going on?
娘さん
To ask
か。
exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, mother and father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that were stolen, darling.
Well, what did you find?
A sapphire ring on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation.
Yes, it is. I suggest we go straight to Henry Arnett's place and sort this mess out.
お、乗せていくか。修羅場になるんじゃないか。俺が運転するしかないのか。まさかこの娘さんが
That's my fiance
あ
you're
の
making
家の住人だ
scurrilous
とは。
accusations about.
And Randall was obviously his partner.
But neither of them are the type to creep apartments.
You're being ridiculous. Both of you. There's a very good explanation for all of this.
Put a sock in it, sister. You're being played for a patsy and you're not even smart enough to see it.
まあそうだよな。この娘さんは利用されてた、だけだな、きっと。いやー、あのストーンマン博士のうちに行ってる間に盗まれた。いやー、都合が良すぎないかな。 あの医者も一枚噛んでやがるな、きっと。遠いな。お、ハリウッドって書いてあるな。いい景色や。ずいぶん遠いな。結構飛ばしてるんだけどな。まだまだつかない。おー、危ない。あー、ここ、曲がればよかったか。まあいいや。ああ。
What are you doing?
ここだね。ご在宅かな。よし。いいとこのお嬢ちゃんを騙してさ、利用してた男がいると思うと胸くそが悪くなるな。捕まえようじゃねえか。
L.A.P.D. detectives. We're here to speak to Henry Arnett.
Oh, Mr. Arnett? Apartment 30. You can take the lift.
Thank you.
OK。まあ立派なところだよな。
Well, isn't this just nice and awkward? おっと、なんだ。物音がしたぞ。あらららららららら。
Stop! L.A.P.D. Don't kill him, Cole. This guy's our case.
Go on.
Put your hands in the air.
くー。タックルがまた。タックルしてやるからな、おい。待てよ。海兵隊仕込みのタックルをお見舞いしてやるからな。
Don't make me chase you.
ここではさすがにタックルできないか。あこのバランス取るやつ一番難しいんだよな、これ。バランス取ろうとすると全然前に進めないし、進もうと思うとすぐバランスちょっとおかしくなるし。あ、殴られるパターンか。
Looks like he got you good, Phelps. Yeah, he really packs a wallop. How'd you get back here?
Under your own steam, miraculously. He came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
逃げられちゃったか。
How was our net?
He's coming around too. He's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers.
You missing something, Henry?
Hmm. まずはこのトランクからだ。これが明日乗るはずだったチケットだね、きっと。
You told Heather you're honeymooning without her?
気まずいな。なんだこれは。時計。はあ、この。嘘つけ。お前がろくでもないやつだってことは分かってんだからな。もう音が鳴っちゃったってことは、もう特に何もないのかな。何もないね。話を聞こうか。窃盗
We
集
know
団。
all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
ああ、ルブランとビリーが下っ端だったか。なるほどね。干渉しよう。
You're lying, Henry. How can you prove that I'm involved, Detective?
まあ、いくつもあるんだけど、盗品一覧の方がいいんかな。シガレットケースかな。まあ、腕時計か。
I thought as much. Shouldn't you be calling me an ambulance or something?
違うか。いやー、むずいな。
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was going to marry Heather if she'd have me. Julia told the others that they were out, that she was going to create a new gang.
ほう。ジュリアも同じ窃盗団の一味だったと。これちょっと釜かけてみるか。
Lying, Arnett. I think you ordered them to kill her. It was made to look like suicide, and when the coroner saw through that, you knew it was time to run.
I told you I was involved in the burglaries. I had nothing to do with Julia's death. Why would I need to run?
どうして逃げる必要がある？そうだよな。どうして逃げる必要があるか。むずっ。
Don't ask me, never find out.
疑う。
You wanted Julia Randall out of your life.
Why would he want that? Julia was our friend.
Julia was his hump, sweetheart. They were the Bonnie and Clyde of society burglars. He met you and realized he didn't have to steal anymore. He could just mooch from you. He needed Julia out of the way.
なるほど
Julia
ね。
was insatiable. She didn't care about anyone, not the least me.
ジュリアとできてて、
She was never going to go back to the poverty she came
切り捨てたということだね。
I wanted it to stop.
できてたというか、うん。あ、でも違うのかな。バツついちゃったな。わかんねえよ。あー、わかん
Who is
ねえよ。
Henderson, and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
ヘンダーソンなんていない。釜かけてみるか？
Tell me about your first burglary, and don't lie.
I can't remember. I don't keep a list of these things.
Sorry. My mistake.
疑う。
Give it up, Arnett. You're facing the gas chamber. Give the judge some reason to commute.
You still don't get it, do you? Julia entrapped everyone.
ジュリアは誰をも騙していたんだ。美しくてあまりにも冷たかった。
Henry Arnett, you are under arrest for burglary and for the murder of Julia Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman,
全然
all
わ
right?
からん。
I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good doctor.
Oh, we will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
いや、今までの事件で一番難しいかもしれん、これ。やっぱあの医者か。ストーンマンね。ウィリーについてはまだ全然わからんし。ストーンマン。こいつか。
Can you drive to this one?
よーし、頼んだ。
I guess the wedding's off.
He only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack.
So how does the doctor fit in?
That's what we're about to find out. Maybe we should ask him to give you a quick once-over. That meathead gave you one hell of a pasting.
I've had worse.
You should have seen yourself staggering back in there like a drunken sailor.
Next time you can take the runner, Roy.
I didn't box in the Marines, though, did I?
I should have never told you that.
やはり逃げたやつがウィリーっていうことで間違いなさそうだね。あんまり大男な感じはしなかったけど。よし。頼もう。ここが正念場やで。自白を引き出せるかな。俺には荷が重いな。いらっしゃるかな。
Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett. And tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in.
どういう反応するかな。あ、
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
グルだったことはまあこれで確実だね。
I'm so glad you came.
お、自白するか。
Insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. Do you know that I loved her?
あら、こいつがヘンダーソンか。
And yet, I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties. Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough. She never really cared for me.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're
被害者に貢いでたんだね。
The practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife, or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key.
なるほど。
Didn't see that coming.
思い詰めてたんだね、先生。冷静やな。真顔ですっと取ったな。
I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, Detective. You have a message. Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named
元レスラーのウィリー・ザウルフ。
former wrestler. Last known address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine.
なるほど。
Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way.
ウィリーを捕まえてこの事件は終わりかな。
Let's try and wrap this up then.
なるほど。先生は愛してたんだね。殺された被害者のことを。家庭を持っていながら。
That old boy really fell for that broad.
She was incredibly beautiful.
Would you throw it all away for a woman?
Life has a way of making you pay for your pride.
You're quite the romantic, Phelps.
質より数か。
You're talking from experience.
I certainly am. Oh, I like women as much as the next guy, as long as they're in their place and doing what they're told.
You drive.
よし、ウィリーのところに行って片をつけようか。
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this. The kids around here say he plays the harmonica.
Find a game well and have the commander set up a dragnet. We want the area closed off. We'll take this out of the street.
よし。
A harmonica playing wrestler. That's a weird one.
ハーモニカ、あれ、落としていったってことかな。
Keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. We don't want him to bolt on us.
He wouldn't be that way.
違うのこっちかい
Wait. Pull. You hear that?
なんだい
What do you think?
Son of a bitch is around here somewhere. We better search the block.
OK。お、いたいたいたいた。
Wilson Reed, L.A.P.D. Give yourself up.
おお、銃持ってやがる。なんてやつだ。あ、上行ったのか。いやー、お得意のパイプの登り。 どこ行った？こっちか。いやー、すごいな。こんなところも行けるんやな。窓。上か？どこに行くって。まだ上か。上に逃げても行きはないはずなんだけどな。
Hold it. He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings. There he is. Wait the son of a bitch.
はあ、面白いな。やっちまってよかったのかな。
Son of a bitch really picked a spot for it up here, didn't he? Julia Randall's folks are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain. She really made an impression on me.
Well, you had that impact on a lot of men.
Christ, it's cold.
よっぽどの美女だったんだね。
Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
星3つ。現場からモルヒネの痕跡を見つけ出せれば、カラザースも喜んだんだろう。モルヒネの痕跡。はあ、なるほど。それさえあれば最初の先生のところに行ったところで、何か別の発見があったんかな。難しかったな、今回は特に。そうだね、きっと初期段階で手がかりが得られてない部分があったから、なおさら、わからなくなってたんだろうな。まあ今日はこんなところかな。お、ムービーが入るね。戦争の頃の回想かな。日本軍と戦ってるね。どこだろう。硫黄島とかなのかな。
We're being overrun. We have to get off of this hill.
That's one of our 50 cals still firing, Cole. The 22nd are still fighting.
あらららら。
It's over, Cole.
はあ。主人公のフェルプスは生き残ってしまったというような、そんなところかな。
He was your friend too, Cole. Is this how you're going to leave him? Are you wounded?
Not a scratch, Kelso.
Well, get up and get out of that fucking hole. Find a stretcher while you're at it so we can get him out of here.
Who's the senior officer here?
I guess that's you, Cole.
You were up here all night?
Yes, sir.
And your command?
Gone, sir.
Sorry to hear that, son. God damn it, we have beaten these bastards back. It's the beginning of the end. and it was one here. You're a goddamn hero, son. What's your name?
Lieutenant Phelps, sir.
I'm recommending you for the Silver Star and promoting you to First Lieutenant.
運よく生き残ったことによって昇進したと。なるほどね。まあ今日はこんなとこですね。終わります。